Right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, global Tomians. And once again, welcome to the Atomy International Business Class, Season 2, 2022. And we're actually in the 6th class today, right? I'd like to welcome everyone from Indonesia, from Australia, Malaysia, Canada, USA, where else? Taiwan, Philippines. Okay, so this is pretty global, right? Did I miss anyone here? Yeah, so pretty much if you are joined here, probably you got the invitation from your upline leaders or from me, myself. I'd like to welcome. And once again, this is a closed Zoom meeting. So it means it's only open for those who have the invitation. And make sure your Zoom name is properly renamed, and with your upline leaders is one of the global leaders, has to be in the Zoom name requirement. So I only see 1 or 2 people in the waiting room, so that means it's good. Everyone is following the requirement. But like I'll always to mention that the Zoom name requirement for admission is your country, and then your full name and your mastership or dealership, and then the speaker or one of the global leaders who invites you into this meeting. So we're gonna watch a short video from our chairman Park and Atomy, and I'm sure we all have learned from his Q&A. We feel like he's so close, right? And I know fellow Atomians in USA, they're so lucky they can meet our chairman Park in person, and I know Singapore is also getting a chance to meet our chairman Park, and I think Australia as well, right? So those people Atomian in those countries, they're lucky. Me in Canada, we don't have a chance to meet him. Maybe next year, hopefully next year, or I have to fly to Korea to meet Chairman Park himself.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hello, Atomy members worldwide. My name is Hangil Park, and I will be in charge of the safe operation of the AWSS. Use of all electronic devices are allowed during the flight, including cell phones and tablet PCs for your convenience. We will do our best to make flight AWSS a shortcut to success. Have a pleasant flight.
A company that keeps the principles and creates a new distribution culture. A company that grows from the trust of its global customers. A company that cherishes the spirit and embodies love and sharing. A company that goes for customer success beyond customer satisfaction. We are Proud Atomy. After establishing its headquarters in South Korea in 2009, Atomy has opened branches in 20 countries around the world. Based on its unique core values, and has reached the mark of 15 million members globally, and is connecting the world as a market. With the philosophy of absolute quality and absolute pricing, we have achieved 0% refunds for 10 years. Hemohim only was sold over 1 trillion Korean won worldwide. 4,970 global seminars were held for our customer success. 4,260 global centers were opened for our aspiring members. Ranked as top 10 companies with high growth rate through continuous sales growth every year. With an unlimited potential in the global market, global sales exceeded 1.9 trillion Korean won in 2020. And we are preparing for a bigger leap forward through various global markets. Based on Atomy's management strategy that puts honesty and goodwill above all else, and the philosophy of absolute quality and absolute price that no one can follow, we are practicing our absolute goal of realizing our customers' success. And we are having a good influence on all the places where sharing is needed, so that all members of society can live a better life through principle-centered, mutual growth, and sharing culture. Atomy promises to lead the global market and moves on to a bigger stage with you through the success of our customers.
Okay, like usual, we're gonna reset our company motto. I will unmute everyone. If you, okay, let me just unmute. Okay, so when I say company motto, are you ready? Then you say yes, then you raise your fist like this, and then cherish the spirit, your hands still down, and then create the vision. You're gonna raise up your fist, follow the faith down, serve in humility up again. And then we chanted aja, aja, aja like this, okay? Everyone, company motto, are you all ready?
Ready.
Yes. Go. Cherish the spirit.
Cherish the spirit.
Cherish the spirit.
Create the vision. Follow the faith. Serve in humility. Aja, aja, aja. Thanks so much, everyone. Thank you. So as usual, the business class commitment, I will read it out again every class. I will like to remind everyone that you agree to attend every week class. Failing to attend, it's class that you understand that you may not be admitted to the next classes, and you must join on time. Late admission may not be admitted into the Zoom. You must have undivided attention. You will refrain from any cooking, laying down, and other personal activities. And you must focus and learn as much as possible to become a successful Atomy business owner. And the Zoom etiquette is you must be using the requirement of the Zoom name, and you must be on time. And make sure you turn on the camera when it's possible, because this is a business meeting. You must dress appropriately, stay seated with undivided attention, and mute your microphone when you're not speaking. So it's so unbelievable that we have passed 5 business classes, and today is the 6th. And we had all amazing speakers since the beginning with our Star Master Jessica Punian, Leaders Club member from Malaysia. Then it was followed with other global leaders. And last week we had Sharon Rose Master Ashley from Canada. And today it will be our Sharon Rose Master Israel Kim from USA. And he's a special friend, and I met him last year when I invited him to the one-on-one global leader interview at my Atomy International YouTube channel. And ever since we became closer, we became friends, and I know him that he was very busy before, and he was in the Air Force. He was also had a salon, nail salon, and he is also an employee working 8 hours a day. But he managed to do his Atomy business until he became a Sharon Rose Master, and he was making thousands of dollars every month, right? So that really inspires me to find out about his story. But right now, he is actually here, and not only he is so handsome, right? Like a K-star singer or a K-pop singer, but he will share his, his lecture about the 8 core habits. These are the habits that differentiate between people who fail and people who succeed, right? I'm sure everyone have heard from your uplines, leader, sponsor, whoever it is, maybe online, but once you heard it from someone who had done it and who had actually persevered, even despite of their busyness, but they still can make it, there'll be something, a story that you all remember the rest of your life, right? So I would like to invite our speaker, Sharon Rose Master Israel Kim. Whenever you're ready, just take the floor. It's yours.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. All right. Can you all hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Right. Okay. Yes. I have to be very honest. So I almost missed our own meeting today. So because like Mike said, I was in the military training, so I had an opportunity to attend the LA Success Academy as well as the New Jersey Success Academy, and it was really good. I came back on Wednesday, and on Wednesday I went straight to which is 2 hours away from here. And I attended my military training. So I just got back yesterday. And like Mike explained, I have a nail salon. And I've been asking him, Mike, can you please pray that I can sell my nail salon? Because this is too much. So I want to focus more on Atomy. And then yesterday, thank God, I was able to sell my nail salon. So now I have more time to do Atomy. And I think at the end of this week, I'll be able to completely transition over. So also one more thing that I wanted to share is I have a very bad reception here. Mike, whenever I kind of start cutting off, could you please let me know?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, give me a second. Okay, so today I think I'm going to talk about something really important. It is about creating a habit of doing Atomy. So Atomy has what's called eight steps to success. And then from 8 steps to success, you dream, it's plan goals. And from there, I always talk to my partners about this. In 8 steps to success, creating the goals and dreams is so important. That vision that CEO Hangil Park had when he first created the company, he was not able to even host a meeting at an incredible place like seminars that we have today. He had his first meeting at a restaurant where it's about to go out of business, right? It was a duck restaurant one of the partners had. Now she's an Imperial Master. In that restaurant, he told everybody, once everybody becomes an Imperial Master, he is going to give $1 million. So when everyone heard in that room, the 17 original members, of course, no one believed that. And then even CEO Hangil Park, he admitted that as he was speaking, that he's gonna go give $1 million as an Imperial Master bonus. No one, even he himself, he said he was scared. He was very concerned, but he said with faith, right? So we all know from 8 steps to success, I always tell my partners that you need to have clear dreams and goals because the life will get hard. And there will always be excuses why you shouldn't do Atomy. And yesterday, for those of you that follow me on Facebook, I posted a picture and a lot of people say, my kids are the excuses why I cannot do Atomy. I have kids, I'm so busy, or I have other things that I do and I'm so busy, I cannot do Atomy. And I posted a picture of my kids and I said, they are the reason why I do Atomy. So from there, we have 8 steps of success. So today, I'm going to talk about 8 core because part of the 8 steps of success, I believe that 8 core is created because a lot of your partners will say, okay, Walter, or okay, Chriselle, I want to do Atomy, but I don't know how to do Atomy because I've never done this type of business. I've been working just 9 to 5, or hey, I was a housewife, like just and then there will be a lot of people that tell you they don't know how to do this business. And for me as well, I did not know network marketing because I was just the corporate America guy in the military. I was doing the 9 to 5 or something that was very structured. I never really had my business until I met Adam. So today I wanted to share my story and my journey, how I was able to maximize the 8 core because it has been done repeatedly throughout the Atomy leadership. And especially Dogu Lee, who's the Imperial Master, a lot of the videos I watched, he said, Atomy is not about an individual skill set, right? It's literally the system that makes us successful. So now Atomy has the system, and then the leaders literally have to just invite the people to Success Academy, which I did this just past Success Academy, and company will have it. But what about the outside of the Success Academies? What about outside of the meetings? What do we need to do daily? So I have a screen that I wanted to share. Let's see. Okay, everyone see it? Mike, give me a thumbs up if you
Yeah,
can.
yeah, we can see it.
All right. Okay. So this is a daily ACORE checklist that I usually Kakao message to my partners. And I say, hey, these are the 8 things that you can do daily. So what happens when you want to plant a tree? Do you plant a tree like right away, or do you plant a seed? You plant the seed, right? So you plant the seed, and what do you do after that? Do you just leave it alone, or do you need to go back and then give water and start guiding it, right? So you do that with the tree in mind, tree in your mind, in your life. So you sow a seed first, and then every day you go take care of the tree, right? And you cannot see right away what it's gonna be. The people around you is not gonna know what's gonna happen. So they're gonna say, what are you doing here every day? Why are you, spending your time watering the, grass? What are you doing? You look kind of stupid. You should focus on something else. They're gonna give you all these reasons, and they're gonna make fun of you. There will be some people there, oh, you're planting a tree? Oh, let me help you with it. There will be people like that. There will be people that always, kind of give you hard time, especially the family members too, right? So basically, I believe that doing ACORE, and especially throughout 8 Steps to Success and ACORE, you have tree in mind. And then that's something that you're gonna share with everybody. When Noah in the Bible was building the ark, right? God told him, and he gave him a vision, and then only Noah had in his mind what he was going to build. Step by step, he built the Noah's ark because God gave him the vision. But then no one really was able to see the vision with him. Even probably his sons, they were not able to see the vision that Noah had in his head. But then Noah had a plan, and he started building it one day at a time. And I'm sure he had a plan, he stuck through it. What would happen if Noah, in the middle of building the Noah's Ark, because everybody was making fun of him, saying, oh, there's gonna be a flood, but he kept building persistently. But what would happen if he stopped because everybody else made fun of him or things like that? Then Noah's Ark would have never been there. But because God gave him a clear vision to him and his family, there would be a flood. I need you to build a Noah's Ark. So every day he was out there, whether it's hot, cold, whether people are mocking him and things like that. So I'm sharing this because when you're doing Atomy, there will be a lot of challenges that you will face. A lot of times people will say, what are you doing? Because they cannot see what you're seeing. They cannot see that I have a vision to become an Imperial Master and then really prepare the way for my kids. They cannot see that. Even if I share over and over, a lot of people have been, including my family in the beginning of my journey, they were giving me a hard time. So I just want to keep sharing that because you will face it. But don't let that become the reason why you stop. Don't let that become that gives you hard time. Use it as motivation, because you yourself throughout the life scenario have the dreams and goals, right? So let me start this daily ACORE checklist. And like Mike mentioned, one of the things that I believe I did well is sticking through Atomy in the middle of having 3 other jobs and having 2 kids. So I have a lot of partners. They say, oh, I cannot do this, or prospects, I should say, because a lot of my partners are great. They also have full-time job, kids, and they're still attending the meeting today, and then they're supporting me. They have many other obligations, but because they have clear dreams and goals, they're here, and many, as well as the other fellow leaders here and their partners. So please allow me to explain what the ACORE that I can explain today. So reading a book. So part of the ACORE list is reading a book, watching VOD, attending seminar and meetings like today, using Atomy products and showing the plan, and following up and following through customers, and counseling with sponsors, and building trust. The first one, reading a book. So the way I applied this and the way it was explained to me by the leaders is we always need to educate ourselves. And it can be the book of Atomy, or it could be some other books. So recently, I finished a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad. And actually, that was a little while ago. I'm sorry, Rich Dad Poor Dad. And then the book I read after that was Millionaire Next Door. I was very curious. What is the habit of a millionaire? And today, the word habit will be very significant because habit is what creates your future. And there are many quotes that says, just because you're so afraid to do things today, just because it's so hard to achieve Imperial Master. So a lot of people say, oh, you know what? That's not my life. You know, maybe Mike here, he's gonna be an Imperial Master, but not me. Nah, that's never gonna happen in my life. Then you will never happen in your life, right? But one day at a time, you do these 8 courses, okay? One day at a time, you take actions. Because if you don't take action today, your 5 years will be going to be the same, if not worse. So many people are really worried about whether they can achieve it or not. But then we remember one of our company mottos is to follow the faith, right? So you have the tree in your mind. You have the Noah had his Noah's Ark in his mind, but he did it every day. So that's how he became the figure in the Bible. And that's why we're going to have the tree. A lot of the Imperial Masters, when the CEO says, write down the life scenario, they wrote it down with faith because it's something that you cannot easily see, right? Earning the $1 million. So by that said, reading a book is the first thing. And I read book every day because it really makes me improve. I went to college and I got my master's degree. And then if I stop learning, then I'm gonna be stuck in the same way that I was when I finally finished my master's degree, plus some experience. But then reading a book, my dad always told me, when you read a book, you're literally learning from someone's whole life. When the author writes a book, and let's say the author was 50 years old, you're not only reading that one book, but you're learning the whole experience that this author had for the 50 years of his life. So if you really get to learn from the person, then you get to learn from this person's mistakes, some of the things that this person did well. And I really believe that reading a book is so important because you get to learn from many different authors that really actually put a lot of time, effort, and energy writing in this book. So when I read a book called Millionaire Next Door, I really got to learn the habit that these millionaires have. Some of the key significant things that I saw was millionaires' average car the millionaires drive is not Mercedes-Benz. The average car they drive is not BMW Accord, maybe Toyota Camry, okay? The reason being is when they have money, they invest in things that will appreciate in value, not things that depreciate, right? So every dollar they spend, they're trying to spend the money on something that's gonna increase in value over the course of time. And that kind of sounded like Atomy because it doesn't really, accrue and give us profit right away. But then over the course of time, Atomy system gets built and then it grows. So yes, so that's reading a book. Watching the video VOD. This is one of the things that I did while washing dishes. And you have a Bluetooth nowadays, right? So I just put the Bluetooth on, and then when I was washing dishes, I was doing watching videos of CEO Hangul Park and things like that. So whenever people tell me, "Oh, I don't have enough time to watch these videos and things like that," do it while you're washing dishes, right? And then whenever you're in the bathroom. And I really think that it's all about priority in your life. And that's why CEO Hangul Park always says, I'm gonna repeat this many times because if you have a clear goals and dreams, that will motivate you to keep watching videos. And the leaders created, said, follow this 8 steps, 8 core for a reason, because it's the daily habit that makes you plant the tree, plant the seed, and then it becomes a tree later. So possible. And there are a lot of videos that he's been recording recently. But if you go back to his original videos, like the videos, I don't know how, but then you can go in and try to find some of his old videos. I really encourage you to do that, because his message before was his basically him saying what's going to happen in the future. So 10 years ago, CEO Hangil Park said our company will be a global company, right? And maybe at the time there were only 4 or 5 countries open. And then even yesterday, I was watching a video where he said we're going to open in Mexico, we're going to open in Colombia, we're going to open in Turkey, and things like that. And it really came true. So if you watch the videos from 10 years ago or 80 years ago that CEO Hangil Park recorded, you're going to be able to see that what's going to happen in the 10 years down the road. Now he's saying fourth industrial is going to happen. A lot of things are going to be automated. And Atomy is already working on virtual reality, right? The way you're going to shop will be very different. And Atomy is different by the DNA. We're not going to be competing against other network marketing companies. We're going to be competing against other platform businesses, right? So watching VOD is so important because you get to not only learn from our CEO, but from many successful leaders. I really encourage you to watch videos of successful leaders, because every day we're going to be facing people that are against us, and then the people that do not believe in us, and we're going to face a lot of rejections. That's why we come to meetings like this, and by watching the VODs each day, you're going to be encouraged. Give me a second. And I cannot tell you how many times I came home and I said, oh my gosh, this is such a hard business. Should I keep going or should I stop? But first of all, I have to go back to the dreams and goals that I had. And then I watch the videos of people that are successful. And then there are a lot of leaders, they will share you, they faced even more difficulties in the beginning of the journey. So I watched them and I got encouraged. And then I went back the next day facing the battles, right? So it was very important. So as a leader, I watch videos myself first, and then whatever I really like, I will share with my partners. So I really encourage you to do the same, because Atomy has its own system, right? And then sometimes we are very limited with time. And then although we take Atomy as a priority, we got other priorities to do. So instead of you explaining 1 hour of how Atomy works, you can really watch the video, and some of the videos that you like, you can share with your partners. And I really find it really amazing, because some of the other network marketing companies, they make you pay money to learn, right? To take classes and take trainings. But Atomy, there are so many resources available, including classes like this, that we can attend for free, okay? So I spent some time, excuse me, expanding on watching VOD, because it is very important. And attending seminar. So I just found it amazing for the first time or second time I got to attend a meeting in person, because when I first joined Atomy, I was kind of like a consumer. And then they kept asking me to go to New Jersey Success Academy, because I used to live in Boston. So I attended the seminar. And then I remember as a first-time attendee, I said, oh my gosh, there's a lot of people. There were almost 1,000 people in New Jersey Success Academy. And then they were only charging $40. And then I said, wow, like my friends used to invite me to Amway or other type of network marketing seminars, and then they were charging over $100. And this Atomy company, they were charging only $40, and they at the time served me 2 meals, okay? This time, because of the inflation and things like that, $40, they only gave us 1 meal. But when I first attended, it was 2 meals I attended, and it was basically literally free. So attending seminar is the way a lot of the leaders became leaders today. Many of the leaders explain from their past history that because one of my friends consistently invited me to Success Academy, I said no, no, no. But in the end, I couldn't find any more reasons why I shouldn't attend the meeting or seminar. So they went there, and when they sat down, guess what? They heard from the CEO. They heard from the successful leaders. And that's the day they decided to join the Atomy. That's the day they started the journey of becoming a Royal Master and Crown Master, right? So I encouraged all my partners during this past Success Academy, which I have had a special privilege to attend and meet the CEO in person, as well as some of my partners here. So attending seminar is basically Atomy that has a system. They invite the leaders and they speak to you and your partners. So if you say, oh, I'm not a good speaker like some of the leaders here, I'm not a good presenter, I'm not really good with technologies and things like that. You probably hear that a lot, right? Just say, okay, you don't have to be good, just trust me and come to the seminar with me. What happens is when you have the partner sit with you at the seminar, they're gonna learn from the successful leaders. Because there's a FOIL law, right? They're not gonna listen to you, but they're gonna listen to someone else. Okay, that's why we have the triangle, right? FOIL law. So invite them to seminar and work really hard towards that. And I know in Philippines or countries around the world, they have success academies and even one-day seminars. It's very important that you bring them to the seminar, because the more people you can invite to seminar, that's going to determine how quickly you can become successful with this Atomy. And using the product. I recently signed up a few new members, and then they were asking me questions. Okay, so what products should I introduce to this person? My friend's son has eczema. What should he use? So she was asking me all these questions, what other people should use. And I said this, what products have you used? And then she said, no, I don't need anything right now, but I just want to start introducing the products to my friends. I said, good luck with that, because now you're using people as means to make more money. Okay, you yourself have to be confident about the products. So what does it mean? If you're the business owner, you're going to be wanting to use every product that Atomy has. So because I cannot use the some of the female ladies product, right? Atomy has some ladies products. I cannot use it. So guess what I do? I buy for my mom or friends around me or whoever, and then, hey, here's a gift. I want you to use it and let me know what you think. It is very a little bit uncomfortable at times, but then, hey, I'm a business owner. I want to get the feedback, right? So you should know most of the product, and I'm not asking you to read the ingredients and see what's going in, what's the percentage in there. That's another network marketing business. I've spoken with some of my other network marketer friends. They know the product so well, they can explain thoroughly what goes in and why it's so beneficial and in details. I mean, right? We know him's good, but some of the ladies or my partners, they don't know how to explain what it has patents for, how it's manufactured. They don't know the details, right? They know it's good for your immunity. They touch the high level, but then some of our members don't know how to explain in details. And the CEO says, okay, you know why? Because other network marketing companies, their products are so expensive. So they have to literally explain why they need to buy this product, why this is so much more expensive, but they have to buy this. They have to explain in details so that they can sell the product. So we at Atomy, we don't sell product. We share the information. We say, hey, here's a website and try some products. So going back to the old story, I told that prospect that I recently signed up, who's so eager to find her own consumer so she can start matching commissions. I said, you will never succeed like that. I told her straightforward. If you don't have the confidence of our products because you haven't used it, then no one's gonna buy the product from you. And you're gonna come back to me and say, this business is so hard. And I'm going to tell you, it's because you're not building the trust with the product yourself. You're not a loyal Atomian. You're not an earned consumer, right? We are consumer with Atomy, but we become an earned consumer because there's cash back. But I tell all my partners, you have to try each product and you have to experience it, that when you become confident, only then you can share about them. Okay, so you're the CEO. We are all individual business owner in Atomy, like CEO said. So please do yourself a huge favor. If there are some products, some of the partners of my They say, oh, skincare, I use something else. I'm gonna just use a health supplement with Atomy, or vice versa. They use skincare with Atomy, but they say they buy health supplement somewhere else. Excuse me. And I tell them, okay, so if you really consider this as your business, and then if you truly understand the way Atomy does the sourcing, remember, I think last year I had an opportunity to share the way the Atomy does supply chain management, right? The way we select the suppliers, the way we do cash payment, and the way we do supply chain determines how we can have such an amazing quality product at a good price. I explained that last year. So if you truly understand the way Atomy does the supply chain and how we select the suppliers and how we buy the products, you're not gonna wanna use other type of products. And of course, there are some products that Atomy does not carry, in which I understand, then if that's the case, you have to buy from our vendor. But truly, if you are using vitamin C from somewhere else, I really encourage you, please do yourself a favor and look through how beneficial we have our vitamin C is. In America, at least, we have 7 different color foods in there. So you experience the power of Atomy products yourself and people around you is so crucial, because now that's going to create the testimonies in the future. And show the plan. And showing the plan scares a lot of people. They say, oh, I don't know how to explain this. I don't know how to introduce the marketing plan. I don't know how to talk about the company introduction. I just love Atomy. I just love using it. Showing the plan does not mean you have to do a thorough marketing plan. It does not mean you have to open up a computer and then start introducing the company. Showing the plan can literally be watching the video with them. Why would you want to work so hard, right? You all have what you're good at. I have some partners that can never use do the PowerPoint presentation, but they are amazing at building consumer base. They're amazing at sharing the products with other people and signing people up. You don't have to do the showing the plan yourself. Utilize your sponsors and utilize the videos that you have, which is the reason number 2 is so important, because if you're not watching videos, you don't even know what to share. Okay, so showing the plan can also be just meeting the person or sending the videos and then sharing what you saw that's really beneficial, that can benefit your partners. If your partner is very interested in marketing plan, send them the marketing plan that's done by Mike or myself or whoever else, right? If the person is very interested in a company introduction, you can send them the company introduction through the videos you saw. Or you can, ask your sponsor to meet together, and if by 3 of you, you can go over the marketing plan and things like that. So please don't let anything here deter you from not doing Atomy. There are always ways, because Atomy has the system itself. So please remember, it's not an individual skill set or experience and ability that makes you successful. It's the Atomy system that makes you successful. So if you truly believe that, and if you look for ways to succeed, you will. And consumer delivery, so it's not literally you delivering the products, okay? Sometimes it can. I'm not totally against you delivering the product for the first time or second time, or the people that are too, old, elderly in age. There are special exceptions, okay? I have a partner who lives in Hawaii, and then they have extra shipping fee. So what she does is she collects all the orders together so they can save on shipping fee, and then once she receives them, she will give it to them, right? So, but this is not totally saying delivering the product, okay? It's basically following up with your consumers and partners. And please allow me to explain why that's so important. I had an incident where I was able to sign somebody up, and that person used the Fame set. And after a week, I followed up. I said, hey, how's the Fame set? How's the how are you using it? How are you liking it? Because I sent their video how to use the product, but not every time they're gonna watch the video that you send, right? So she didn't use the listen to the instruction, and she was just using it. She said, it's about the same, and actually I got some pimples after using it. She said she got pimples after using the Fame set. So she said she was using it for the first 3 days, and then she hasn't been using it because she started having pimples, and she doesn't really find the benefit of using it. So if I didn't follow up with her, then she would have stopped using Fame Set forever. And she would have been using something else, or she would not even become a consumer for other products, because the Fame Set she bought, she didn't really like it in the beginning because of the pimple. So I asked her, the Fame Set has a certification called Dermatest certification from Germany. It is a very good skincare set for sensitive skin. So let me recommend this. Stay off of Atomy lotion for maybe a few days, and then try it again. Because having pimples on your face can be caused by many other reasons, such as stress, lack of sleep, alcohol usage, eating too much sweets, eating spicy food. There could be many reasons why people have pimples on their face. So I said, maybe make that be Atomy, because I have no issues, and many other people, they actually improve their skin. So can you take a few days off and then use it again? Just do me a favor, just use it again after a few days. And then she said, you know what, that's true. And then after a few days, she started using it again, and then she didn't have pimples. Her face started getting better. So that is a power of following up, because you're the business owner and you want to make sure your customers are happy. Just because you sign somebody up and they order some product doesn't mean your job is done. Your continuous effort of following up, following through, like in the beginning, you're planting the seed, and then you water the tree, right? You water the seed and it becomes a tree. So you have to take care of your consumer each day, or each day, and then each time that the customer buys some products, and you want to be following up and following through, so that you can answer some of the questions they have. And that through the follow-up that I did, this person was able to become one of my leaders that's sharing the Atomy with a lot of other people. And now that she has experienced herself, because in the beginning she had pimples and then she stopped using it for a little bit, but it could have been from other reasons. And then she started using it again because I followed up. If I didn't follow up with her, then she will not be a consumer for another 50, 60 years, and many other prices that she brought. So that is the power of following up and following through. And counseling with sponsors. And no matter how smart you are, you have to be consulting with your sponsor. And the sponsor does not mean the person that signed you up, okay? Ideally, it should be the person that signed you up that acts as a really good sponsor for you. But that's not every case. Some sponsor, the lady that signed me up, she is still with Atomy, but she's not. She wasn't really able to help me because she was away. She had many other things that she was doing. So she signed me up, and then we lost touch. Okay, even if I called her in the beginning, she didn't know how to answer questions because she wasn't really studying very hard, and not trying to say anything bad. But then that's why I was able to build a really strong connection with David and Nosuk, who's my, I call them my true sponsor. So I used to call them maybe 2-3 times a day, because I didn't know how to, when I'm signing people up, I wanted to make sure that I'm signing people up on the right way, building the lineage correctly, because there are some videos how to build your team, how to build your lineage, which is really crucial. But I really needed to learn from them. So I said, hey, David, and also like, I have somebody that I'm signing up. Where should this person go? I used to call them literally every time I was signing someone up, because they told me they drew the lineage and they drew the binary system, which is unlimited and global. They said creating the depth is so important in this business. So I did that. And then I really thank them, because every time I go around the seminars, the leaders always tell me, you have to create the depth. And then also, there are some leaders that I met. They said, oh, in the beginning, I didn't really listen to my sponsors. So I was building, and sometimes their sponsors didn't know either. So in the beginning, there was no really system. People were just doing the business, right? Without understanding the system correctly, especially in the beginning, because there weren't a lot of videos available. There weren't a lot of the people that were doing the Atomy before. So in the beginning of the journey of many of the American Atomy leaders, they didn't know how to sign people up in the way that we are doing now. So they were signing people up all over the place. And then they said they had to reconstruct their team. So we are lucky today because there's a lot of successful leaders that can explain to us. That's why it's important for you to follow up with the leaders, especially if they're doing the building the business the right way. You want to follow them. So that's why I'm very grateful that I have great sponsors. Not only David Inosuk, I have Mr. Henry Kim, and then Jason Shim, who is also, I call him like my mentor, who I was able to share a lot of stories during Success Academy. Now, building trust. So I think everything that our company motto says, I think that's going to build a trust with your partners. We cherish the spirit. We don't use people as means to make money, right? Like some of the prospects that I shared, they don't even use the product themselves, but they're already thinking about how am I going to sell these products. So they're really using people as means to make more money. And I really discourage from that. And I really, really desire that all of us in this room, at least we're not like that, okay? We have to really cherish the spirit, meaning we don't use them as means to make money, right? And then create the vision and follow the faith and serve in humility. So the last one, serving in humility, is also important, because when I met Imperial Masters in person, many other successful leaders, business leaders outside of Atomy, if they're earning $100,000 a month, I don't think it's easy to become humble, okay? If you have so much money coming in every month, the world will make you so that it's hard for you to become humble. Even if you were had a humble beginning, they become rich and they become a little bit cocky, they become a little bit arrogant. But at Atomy, we have Dr. Lee that teaches leaders especially to continue to stay humble, and the importance of staying humble because of the fact that Atomy needs to show a great example from the top to bottom. So there is a story, I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm gonna share anyways, because this is what's kind of talked amongst the Atomy group. There was one Imperial Master who was too busy playing golf and didn't attend the Success Academy. And his seat was there with his name, and he told the CEO and everyone he's gonna attend, but he wasn't there. So CEO Angel Park gave him a call. Hey, where are you? He said, oh, I'm in Japan, playing golf. And then I heard he rebuked him so hard that he never missed the Success Academy again. Okay, when he told the CEO he's gonna be there, he was there. So Atomy really teaches, even all the way to the Imperial Master, how to be a humble leader. Because if the leader starts collapsing and then they start becoming arrogant, they stop caring about their partners because they already achieved the success, then we're not going to be able to live by the company motto, live by the company culture. So Atomy does an amazing job. From the CEO and Dr. Lee, they do an amazing job really educating people, not just how to make money, but how to become a humble human first. And that's the image of our company. That's why our image of our company is so great. And when I see some of the people selling stuff online, like Amazon, right? That really destroys our image. And that's why we really work hard to train our partners the way the CEO really sees. And that is by following the company model. So building the trust is going to be by you following the company model and the way the CEO teaches us how to do the business. And if you can serve your partners in humility, and if you do the baby philosophy, not cow philosophy, right? Cow philosophy is you raise the cow so that in the end you can get the milk out of them, right? So then you have a purpose why you're approaching this person. But if you really look at your partners, the way the mother takes care and nurture the baby, your partner's gonna really feel the difference. And they're gonna see that you're very genuine, build the marketing plan the way he did. It's because of the fact that binary system, you're almost forced to make your partner successful, right? Because your partner's success is your success. So I really appreciate CEO Angel Park for every little thought that he put into the marketing plan and everything, the way he selected the products and things like that. So that binary system allows us to really help our partners to grow, and the partner will know if you're really treating them and raising them like a cow or like a baby. So yes, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes we all want to make money. That's why we're doing this business, and it is not easy as it sounds. But look at the long term. Look at the tree. that you want to have in front of your garden or whatever. Don't look at what is right in front of you. And that's the best advice I can give you, because if you look at the things that's right in front of you, it's really hard. Sometimes I want to match, but then sometimes I want to make my partners match, right? So those is little bit of gestures like that will go very far. The one thing at a time, right? That's why we have 8 core, because the habit of doing these 8 things each day is going to make sure that you're going to succeed in 5 years. Don't look at what is in front of you 6 months, and don't think it's too hard because Imperial Master, oh my God, that's not for me, right? Because yes, it looks very hard, but then does that mean that you're not going to do anything today? Because it's very hard reality, because it's very hard to become an Imperial Master? No. If you make the dreams and goals like that to Imperial Master, you're going to eventually become Royal Master. And from there, you're going to keep building your business. And some people take 10 years, some people take 20 years, but you're going to eventually get there. And that's the power of the income ceiling, and that's the power of Atomy, because even if you started late, you can always achieve there. We can meet at the top. So today I shared the 8 core, and I know these are the things that I know many of you are already doing, but print it out, okay? The reason why you need to print it out is because when you have it on the wall and you're checking each things that you do, and sometimes you miss it, so don't cheat, okay? So this is a really good tool that you can use with your partners, okay? Have them print it out and then maybe share each day. Hey, or when you have a meeting once a week or twice a week, you can say, hey, can we share what we did for our 8 core, and what book are you reading? What videos did you watch? What seminars were you able to attend? And things like that. So 8 core is not a must, right? But it will be very beneficial for your business. And then that's what I do with my partners. I go over 8 core sometimes with them once a week when I have a meeting. And I said, okay, this is 8 core, guys. The reason why it's so important is because when the partners join for the first time, they don't know what to do. But this will give them the direction on top of the 8 steps to success. That's the baseline. And then from there, they can have the 8 core that you can share with your partners and then check. And then as they check, they're going to feel very accomplished. They're going to feel like they're achieved something. And then this 8 core, if you do it for 30 days, it's going to become a habit. And the tracking purpose is so that it can become a habit for you. And the daily habit is what will make you successful in 5 years and 10 years. And that's why it's so important. So I hope you learned something from the 8 core that I shared today. And I cannot emphasize enough that some of the 8 cores that I did throughout my Atomy journey really made me where I am today. Because now I honestly, I don't have a checking list, okay? The only time I do 8 core as a checklist is when I want to share with my partners, and when we do it jointly, for 2-3 weeks or 2-3 months, because it became a habit already. So I don't need checklists because I'm doing them anyways, every day, okay? So even if you're tired, you call, you follow up with your partners, chatting consistently, right? So I really encourage you, especially when you have partners in the beginning, share the 8 core with them, share the 8 steps to success with them, and then let them follow the 8 core, and then you get feedback and things like that, so that after 1 year, you can go back to the 8 core that you did, and then you can say, wow, like these daily habits really made me different today. So again, thank you for the opportunity to share about 8 core, and yeah, that's it for the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Izzy. Okay, it's Ju here. I'm just taking over from Mike because he just had to step out for a minute. So that was very thorough explanation of 8 core. And if you could perhaps type 1 if you are actually doing 8 core. And is anyone doing or tried? I can see 1. Yes. Coming up. That's great. I just want to, while Izzy was just sharing, I just want to share with you, I just grabbed my life scenario. As you probably know, if you've seen life scenario booklet, it has 8 core checklist, and it just fell out. So just to give you an idea, okay, because this is for the month of August. And the good thing about having something like this is that you can actually see the whole month, how you progress, what you've actually done to move forward with your business. So I find that the first 4 out of 8, reading, watching, attending, and using those 4 products, this is something that we can do ourselves. So as Master Lee explained, this is like a report of how you're doing. And out of 8 things, if you can do the first 4, you already 50% passed. And the rest of it is something that you need to do with someone else. And show the plan, as Izzy explained, it's just a simple sharing of, you know, what Atomy is. It could be 1 minute, 3 minutes, or 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be a long conversation, plan, explanation. Talking to consumers, that really, it's all about just making a habit, once again, because we're talking about forming good habits. It's, if you know that you have to talk to someone, you will make an effort to talk to either a stranger, or, you know, follow up with your existing consumers and recommending perhaps a new product. So it's really for you to make sure that you do something on a daily basis. And the sponsor consultation, it's not simply just talking with your sponsor, because your sponsor could be someone who's not doing business. So I've been told that the sponsor consultation should be someone who is in the system. So if you're a sales master, then it should be, you know, someone who is diamond master, perhaps, or auto sales master. So if you're an agent, your sponsor is an agent. Just having a chat with your sponsor doesn't mean that that is a sponsor consultation, because you can't really learn something from someone who is the same, position as you within the business. So I know it can be challenging when you start. It's taken me some time to actually get into doing it. But if you do it with your partners, make it a bit of a fun and bit of a challenge as well. So it could be something that you do and then you post, each day. And then that would really encourage your members to do it. And honestly, it takes time to form a great habit, 90 days, right? So you can't just do 1 month and say, oh yeah, I've done it and that's it. You've just got to continue to do that. So thank you so much for sharing, Izzy. And if you have any questions, please type in there. And one thing that I wanted to mention about the masters, our, Atomy masters, one thing I notice is that those successful people are very approachable, including our chairman, Pa, right? When I used to do Herbalife over, I don't know, it was, I think like 15 years ago, I've attended a big seminar, and Mark Hughes, who was the CEO, he was like, most people considered him like God. And, we're asking all these famous people for autograph. And it's very, very, they would have bodyguards and everything. Whereas, chairman, he's just like, he's so humble. And that's what I really like about Atomy, because all the successful people in Atomy, they're very approachable, right? So if you've actually met chairman, you will know. If you've met imperial masters, royal masters, and that's what we want to, that's how we want to be, hopefully, be successful but really be humble. All right, so thank you so much, Izzy, and I will pass it over to Mike to end our session tonight. Thank you. Thank you,
Ju, I
Mike.
think I saw a question there. Okay, this is a question from Mary Law. How do you convince a good consumer, supporter, friend to look into as a business as well?
So if I'm understanding the question correctly, how do you convince a friend who's a consumer to get transition into the business? Is that the correct understanding?
Yes, yeah.
Yes,
That's what
okay.
I said, yes.
Great question. And that is the reason why we have this course called ABR, right? We have auto consumer, and B stands for business consumer, and then rich consumer. So I was a consumer first, and then I had no idea I would get into network marketing business because, again, I had 2 kids, I had a full-time job in the military, so there was not another space in my life that I was going to do, especially if it's network marketing. But when I used the toothbrush and toothpaste, I really, really loved it. And many times we forget why we started Atomy journey, right? So ask yourself, what made me start Atomy? I wanted to just be I don't know, some of you are just so business minded and you just jump right in as a business partners, right? And then your sponsors must be very happy about that. But most of us started as a consumer, okay? Especially me, including me. I was shared Atomy toothbrush and toothpaste at a church from a lady that signed me up. So I used it at home and I said, oh my gosh, this is so good. It's so soft, and toothpaste, I almost want to eat it, right? So, and I became more interested in other products. So I was the one that went back to the lady that signed me up and I said, does this company have shampoo and conditioner? Because I love Korean shampoo conditioner. Like when I go to Korea all the time, and my grandfather used to use this herb shampoo. So I kind of missed that. So I said, does Atomy have shampoo and conditioner? And then she said, yeah, we have a herbal shampoo and herbal conditioner. And I said, okay, how do I order it? And then that's the first time that I was able to create my ID and I started ordering. And one time for almost 10 months, I was not, even then I was not doing the business. I was just using the products. I had a sunscreen, Atomy sunscreen that I brought to Kuwait. So June knows how hot Kuwait is and how sunny it can get and how sweaty it can get. So I was using Atomy sunscreen and then I remember, wow, the sunscreen is so good. And I was almost running out and I was trying to order to Kuwait, but then, it wasn't delivering to Kuwait. So I literally called my family and I said, can you please order some sunscreen? Because I don't want to use the sunscreen from they sell at the base. So I was able to tell because I was playing soccer, and then every time I played soccer, the normal sunscreen was dripping my eyes and was, really hurting my eyes. But I remember Atomy sunscreen, it wasn't dripping and it wasn't making my face all like too much with too greasy or things like that, right? So I think you ask a wonderful question. How do we make the consumer become a business partner? I think you have to keep giving them the dreams and you have to start one by one, okay? You cannot give all your knowledge at once. You cannot be sending too many videos at a time. Just plant that seed a little bit because the seed does not grow right away. And then, those one of these rain, like sprinkling rain, it doesn't make you wet right away. But if you're standing outside in the sprinkling rain, you'll get wet after like 30 minutes. So you have to approach so that they're not thinking that you are trying to convince them to the business because they all have their life that they're living and then not everybody will jump right away. But at least they're going to start believing in the product. And then I think you did a great job of making this person an auto consumer, hopefully, right? So now they believe in the product. So now share with them, hey, you're earning points for every time you're making purchases. Why don't you register, maybe your mom or someone that it's not easy. I'm not telling you to do the business, but I'm gonna just show you how to earn cash back. That's how you start, right? You have that person sign up one person and start earning cash back. And believe it or not, no matter how many times you explain, they're not going to believe it until they actually see the cash back in their account. So you say, hey, sign up and please fill out this form and then get the cash back. They're going to say, no, I'm not doing the business. I'm really telling you, you as a consumer can also earn cash back because I told you to sign somebody up and you made a purchase with the person. Now you match 300,000, 300,000, you're going to cash back. They're going to say, oh my gosh, but I didn't do the business. And you're going to say, okay, I told you. And then they're going to get cash back. And when they see the money in their bank, now the game's going to change. Okay. So, and then from there, they're going to think, oh, okay, all I did was just make some purchases and use that person's ID and I got cash back. What does that mean if I sign up another person? So now they're going to start thinking because they're already believing the product. So, and then you navigate them how to make cash back. And I think that could be a good start. So again, ABR, right? We going from auto consumer and you become a business customer, like earn consumer, right? Earn while you're shopping. And then you become a rich consumer, which is all of us. So I hope that answered the question.
Right. Yeah. So just want to add a little bit about that question. I think Chairman Park also mentioned about, saying this phrase into your consumer. Hey, I heard people make money in Atomy just by going to the seminar. Do you want to come with me? Right. You don't have to explain anything. Just invite them. I heard for them using the Atomy products, actually they're using it for free now. And some of them, they're actually making thousands of dollars. Some of them, they're making $10,000. Just come with me to the seminar, right? And give them, that kind of invitation over time. Don't just say once and then you think that they rejected. No, because probably the situation is not perfectly at that time. You just keep reminding them over and over, especially when they're repeating consumer, right? I actually had one member in my church. She's been buying Hemohim from 1 box and then 2 boxes and then become 4 boxes every time. I said, hey, auntie, you could make money, or at least you could use this product for free. Oh, Mike, I'm too old. I don't need this business. I don't need extra money. I said, what if you use the Atomy Hemohim for free? Do you want that? Nobody would say no, right? Even rich people, they want to save money, right? They want to invest it somewhere else. So I overheard that you could get this if you're a member, otherwise somebody will benefit from your points. And then she finally registered. Of course, she's not doing the business, but just being consumer, using the product over time, they will make cash back. For the consumer, it's called cash back, right? For us, we are earnsumer. We're calling this earning or passive income. For them, getting like cash back once in a while, that's really great. So just ask them, do you want to come with me to the seminar? Because I heard just using the product, they make thousands of dollars every month, right? Yeah. So I would like to call Essie, General Master from Canada, to give comments. Essie.
Hello, good morning, good evening. How is everyone? I know it's always pleasure to have Israel online because I know he's serving military. Yesterday, we were at the center together and we're just talking about this morning's meeting. And yeah, apparently it's like 5, 6 a.m. where Izzy is. And David said, but he's a military man. He'll manage. But can you imagine having to present your idea to hundreds of people? It doesn't matter, online, offline, at the worthy hour during the day. So I do apologize to Israel all the time because he's always the one has to really miss sleep to be part of this and to be with us. And I know it takes more than just a good heart to do this. He's determined to lead by showing example. So thank you so much. Sometimes 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock is a struggle for some of us, So not just that, but I think 8 core is just perfect topic for you to present because you probably understand the system has to be to the point where, like you said at the end, it's part of you, so you don't even think about it. So I think the whole point is a lot of people will say, do it until auto sales must, do it whenever. But I think it's like, if you don't do it, you feel like you didn't brush your teeth, that type of things. You'll have to go and do one of the 8 things. Let's say, oh, I didn't watch a VOD today. Like, you shouldn't be thinking about that. Like, it will just come naturally built into your system, right? So I think it's wonderful and refreshing to brush up on this topic. And I love the fact that a lot of men do come through thinking that this is a woman's business, and they really want to skip the part where they want to try products. So I think it's good to show maybe what Israel said. Hey, if he's saying that he's made his progress in Atomy business very well, in a speedy manner, in the most desirable manner, consulting with sponsors, just the right way to do Atomy, and he's doing really well. And even he's saying that he started from getting this toothpaste and toothbrush and sunscreen. He's talking about products. So it reminds me that sometimes I'm tempted to say, yeah, well, you can look into compensation plan and come back about it. Because when male members come through, it's honestly, I can see in their eyes when you talk about toner, lotion, there's that, and they start to lose me. But I think you're reminding me that it's still Atomy is all about products, because that's what sets this company apart. And of course, compensation plan comes through. So thank you for reminding all of us that we don't have to be shy about products, even if you're male members. And for us, we have to really have to understand that this is a core part of it. And then followed by 8 cores that you just explained to us. I think it will be really helpful. So thank you again for your time, Easy, and for your sharing and your teaching on this specific topic. And thank you. There's a lot of thanks.
All right, thank you, Essie. So yeah, even if we are not in Atomy, you know, we still brush our teeth, we still shampoo our hair, we still take shower, no matter what, right? Just ask them, do you get money from using those products? If you don't, let me show you how I make money in Atomy just brushing our teeth, right? So it is a great company, and like Isi said, we are not successful because our intelligence or our efforts, but it's actually it's the company's effort. Everything is being provided by the company, even the ABR course. Who had actually attended ABR? I see a lot of Malaysian. They actually graduated last night, right? A few days ago. But if you have attended ABR, can you type 7? Let me see how many people have attended the ABR. Because this is global ABR courses everywhere. I know Indonesia, Canada, USA. You see, if you have attended one of those ABR courses or you completed those ABR, I'm thinking your product knowledge or probably your company knowledge is actually going to the next level, right? That is provided by the company. Imagine this, if you have to pay every time that you attend a course, do you think you're going to be successful? I don't think so, right? We haven't made money yet, but we are forced to spend money to learn. But in Atomy, once you know the foundation or the principle that our Chairman Park says, everything is free in Atomy. But don't get him wrong. It does not mean free money. People are thinking, oh, this is a free business. It means my upline will give me free money. I'm sorry to say, there is no responsibility to give you money, not even our chairman. It is yourself. But by how? By doing these habits. All these successful leaders, all these successful partners, we all do the habits daily. And these leaders are not even making their own checklist, because this has been our lifestyle. We don't even think that we are reading anymore, because we are reading every day. We are not even thinking of calling our upline consultation or building the trust, because we are doing this every day, right? So it is in our bloodlines. It is in our vein to do the Atomy 8 core habits. And it is a great foundation if you are deciding that, okay, Atomy business is mine and I will become my CEO of my company. Then your sponsor or your upline shouldn't be telling you, have you done your 8 cores today? Have you completed the 8 core a month, right? There's no such question to be asked if you own this business, if you take the ownership that you want to be successful in this business. Because once you get the commission, your upline won't get 10%, 20%, do you? Do you get any commission from your downline? Easy? I don't think so, right? Your partners get the commission, they get 100%. you won't get 10% of theirs, right? So this is your business and you are the CEO of your company. Take the ownership of doing the 8 core habits every day. It doesn't mean, oh, I'm not in the mood reading right now. My husband is nagging or my wife is nagging. I don't feel like reading the book. Okay, I'll skip it. No. If you're CEO, you will show up at your company no matter what. You will do your CEO tasks every day, no matter what, right? So this should be your lifestyle. And even I heard a great lecture yesterday. Sometimes we actually prophesying our own future every day, right? Sometimes we say, I'm not a good speaker like Easy. I'm not a good speaker like Ju. I'm not a good presenter like Essie. What are you doing? You are prophesying negativity to yourself. Or maybe I'm too dumb. I'm too slow to learn. I'm too, whatever the negative you say to yourself. But go to your neighbor. If you're sitting in somewhere, do you say bad things about your neighbor sitting next to you? You would say good thing, even though that inside you probably say bad things, but you wouldn't say those bad things to them, right? You would say, oh, your hair is great. You have a good look, right? Whatever the positive that you try to say to other people, why don't you say to yourself, I'm a good speaker. I'm a good learner. I'm actually no better every day, right? Prophesy positivity to yourself, because that will become your habit as well, right? Other those 8, always prophesy and talk positivity to your life, because I don't think everyone here getting a positive result if you always say negative, right? And remember this, your change is not by chance. A lot of people are waiting for a good chance to change, but your change happens because you change by daily, by how you read daily. It's easy to judge someone. Just check what they're reading every day. You would know where their future is going. If you're reading news, if you're watching news all the time, 10 hours a day, and then you're expecting you are living a positive life, I don't think so. News is made for those people who are looking for negativity, right? Everything is bad in the news, right? Nothing is positive in the news. Inflation going off the roof, interest rate going off the roof. I'm paying more mortgage right now. I'm paying more gasoline, this and that. Do you think it's good? I shut down. I don't have cable at my home. I shut all the negativity in my home because I don't need that, right? So thanks again, Israel Kim, for great sharing the 8 core habits. It is really foundation of our Atomy business. So I will continue. Thanks again, everyone. Let's give him a big round of applause for our Sharon Rose Master Israel Kim for the amazing lecture today. So we have done 6 in total out of the 9th. So we have 3 more, but we're going to have a 3 weeks break. We're going to continue on the November 28th. I will be the one speaking about the Auto Sales Master. And this is really important topic. Because, our chairman Pak says your success is actually 90% when you are an auto sales master. I'm sure you don't want to miss that lecture. Invite your members, partners, so we can all learn together in these business classes. So before we finish, we're gonna reset our company motto one more time. I will ask everyone to unmute yourself. Okay. So company motto, is everyone ready?
Yes.
Ready.
Go. Cherish the spirit.
Cherish the spirit.
Create the
Resist
vision.
division.
Follow
Follow
the faith.
faith.
Live in humility.
Aja.
Aja. Thanks so much, everyone.
Vamos, vamos, vamos.
Thank you.
Vamos.
Everyone.
Have a good night. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you,
See you in 3 weeks.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye,
Izzy.
everyone.
구독, 좋아요 눌러주세요.